Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, Ken, thanks very much. Good evening, everyone. It's time for another round of sound. We like to hear from you, and this is your place to do it. The Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, Pittsburgh CW, 7 nights a week. We're here on the Bordas and Bordas hotline, which is 412-575-2600, on Twitter, at KDPomp, at Gene Collier. Antonio Brown spoke today. Normally it's a Friday, and normally it does not go 9 minutes. Gene Collier, outstanding columnist from the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, is here. And, Gene, I want to get your take on what Antonio Brown said or didn't say. Were you buying what he was selling?
No, I'm not. But the parts of it that I read, because I was not there, I always thought that Antonio spoke on Friday.
He was supposed to, but he moved it to Thursday.
Yeah, but I don't go on Friday either. So, no, I'm not buying it. I mean, let's face it. Here's a guy who is just a week removed from physically threatening a reporter, and people who threaten people, I'm not really interested in listening to.
Well, he maintains that he never asked to be traded, which obviously he didn't, but he didn't need to put that out there either. The Twitter mistake with Ryan Scarpino, he called it, quote, stupid. Also says he's a very passionate man about winning, and winning is all that matters, and stats don't matter. Or at least they don't matter as much as winning.
If the Steelers were winning 45-0, and Juju Smith-Schuster and Jesse James each had 150 receiving yards, and Antonio Brown had 30, is he telling me he would be okay with that?
Well, what he's probably telling you is that he wants to be the reason they win. That's kind of the conclusion I have.
So he's not so much all about winning as he's all about him.
Yeah, that's what I get.
That's what I got, yeah.
Whatever the case, you know, he does what he does, and he's very talented at what he does, and he's the hardest worker, no doubt, on their team, and he just needs to keep doing that and stay off Twitter and stop with that other stuff. Yeah. And that's just the way it is. And he can blame the media all he wants. His problems start and end with him. 412-575-2600 is the number to call. Your take on that is fine. The Cleveland Browns are trying to win a game. It's been 635 days since they've last done so.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's
really?
It. Almost about the same amount of time the Penguins have held the Stanley Cup when they won 2 in a row. So that's a long period of time without a win. But
they got a tie, I heard.
Well, they got another field goal here, so it's 14-6. So their field goal kicker, at least the new one, can kick. He made 2 tonight. Baker Mayfield's in the game. So we'll see how that goes in long term. But he's running for his life just as Tyrod Taylor did, and he was put into a concussion protocol. Gino, I want to ask you about also the Pirates. Because Chad Kuhl went through surgery today for Tommy John. That means his whole season next year is over already before it ever started. That's normally a 14 to 16-month ordeal. But he won't be part of that team next year. But Chris Archer will be. And were you encouraged by what you saw potentially to give Jamison Tyone, Trevor Williams, and Chris Archer a good 1-2-3 punch?
Yeah, really impressed by Archer in Wednesday night's game. And as you mentioned, you know, the Pirates' pitching looks really good for next year, both in the rotation, through the rotation, and really all the way through the bullpen. Their problems are going to be, you know, in the offseason, adding another bat, and not just a huge bat. They need somebody to bat cleanup, somebody to make opposing pitchers a little bit fearful. Right now they don't have any player like that, and that includes Gregory Polanco and Starling Marte. So they really need to add, you know, a substantial threat in the middle of that lineup, in my view.
They really do. Spend some money, bring it in, and they got to do it because they don't have a lot of power bats, especially if Polanco's out to start the season, or who knows.
He might be out until June.
And if he is, then they got really a lot of needs offensively, or else you're going to see a lot of 2-1 pitch games, and that's not necessarily good news. If you're the one losing by 1 run and spoiling outings like Tyone and Trevor Williams, who's really been so good the rest of this season.
Right.
All right, we're going to open up the phone lines and take your calls. It's 412-575-2600. Let us know what you think about these topics and more. You can do it live right here on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, 7 nights a week, Pittsburgh CW.